Hello everyone, I'm back. Another video. We're gonna be looking over the patch notes, and we'll also be taking a look at the other announcement that they made a couple days ago that I never went over. First of all, the patch notes. Here we go. Overwatch patch notes, April 14th. Season 2 Summer patch notes. The story resumes in the reign of Talon. Season 2 Summit, raising the stakes as new damage hero Sierra joins the Overwatch ranks, and letting you learn her lore in an Operation Grand Mesa event. Then, celebrate your squad with the return of post-match accolades and explore a reworked Antarctica Peninsula. Man, those post-match accolades, gonna be crazy. I know the play of the game stuff is also gonna be insane. Plus, overclock Justice as Mythic Voltage Overdrive Soldier 76 and wield Sumi Ichimonji Gendrick Mythic Weapon to cut down your foes in style. Ramattra steps into Stadium alongside a new Li Yang Night Market map to expand experimentation and test your skills. And spring has sprung into the Battle Pass and the shop. With Spring Fairy and Sakura looks for you to truly bloom on the battlefield. The climb is on, figure out what lies beyond the summit. This is going to be probably the event Operation Grand Mesa. Operation Grand Mesa puts Sierra's arrival front and center with a 3-week event built around the aftermath of her stand against Talon. Which, if you didn't watch my last video about what I liked about the lore, I really liked how they incorporated all the stuff that led up to her trailer event. Getting off topic a little. Uncover more details surrounding the assault on Watchpoint, Grand Mesa, and the reasons it was targeted by Talon. Get to know Overwatch's newest damage hero as you step into her story April 14th through May 12th. In Week 1, you'll have access to Tier 1 challenges which grant you progress on your event reward pass. Also available are tougher meta challenges. These take longer to complete than typical challenges, but completing them nets you better rewards. In Week 2, Tier 2 challenges unlock provided you completed all non-meta Tier 1 challenges. As you progress your event rewards pass, you will also unlock additional lore entries and insights that shine a light on the story. You have all 3 weeks that the event runs to complete every Tier 1, Tier 2, and meta challenges, giving you plenty of time to snag every reward and unlock all lore pieces. And then these are the what you get. You get a loot box, epic, a rare loot box, a rare title, 3 battle pass tier skips, rewards for new heroes. Junkrat's Loot Hunt is back again, running from May 8th to 11th. Earn loot boxes by completing challenges that unlock as you play. I love these. I love how they give you free loot boxes, because that is how I got my Freya Legendary. And then, yes, Switch 2, they've launched it. I am scared for that. I have a Switch 2. That thing could barely run MLB The Show 25. Yes, 25, not even 26. So, kind of nervous to see how they did for Switch. But general updates, post-match accolades. The end of round cards return to Overwatch in an improved new format, letting players show off their favorite skins on a 3D stage and crown an MVP based on your votes. The top 2 performing heroes on each team will be selected for the stage. The hero we think we did best on each team gets 1 bonus vote, giving them a slightly higher chance to win MVP. Players cannot easily endorse each other by selecting a hero portrait on the left or right sides of the stage, but all the other social options can also be accessed from these portraits too. For the first time in unranked and competitive, players will be able to access match voice chat as a post-match accolades begin. Holy cow. And also, that is so toxic. That is going to be so toxic. So, it's not only play the game, it's post-match accolades. So, if you, dominated, you could be like, shut up, I'm your daddy now. That's crazy. Keep in mind, voice chat is monitored for disruptive communication in the same way other voice channels are. So while banter is encouraged, abusive communication is not. We'll see about that. Epic legendary voice lines are played for heroes that win MVP, giving the chance to hear some older lines you haven't heard in several years from original heroes, and some entirely new lines for all the heroes released since the system was available last. New heroes also have hero-specific stats that can be recognized for. The ability to endorse players for specific positive traits has also returned in the form of heroic endorsements. And then the VAT money updates, where if it's like a landslide, like it'll win. Hero updates, we'll get to that. Let's do it. Map voting updates. Tags have been added for new maps and reworked maps. Any map with a new or reworked tag gives bonus battle pass experience in quick play, and an automatic plus 10 competitive points in competitive play. The penalty for losing competitive play on a map with one of these tags is also reduced, so give them a shot and don't worry as much about losing. I cannot wait for when the singular vote on, let's just say Antarctica gets a hit, and then all of a sudden get cursed out. A new random map option has been added as a fourth option. A random map will never be one of the 3 visible maps. So let's say you have, what are some of the worst maps in the game? Let's say you have 3 flashpoint maps. You could be like, nah, screw it, I want to roll. And you could roll like King's Row, you could get like New Bonnie or, what's that? Samoa. When a map has 6 or more votes than any other map, it wins by a landslide, skipping the roll entirely. For example, with King's Row with 7 votes does not win by a landslide against Dorado with 2 votes, because King Row only has 5 more votes than Dorado. 8 votes ensures a landslide in a 5v5 and 9 in 6v6. Even the random map option could win by a landslide. Oh man, so we have if you have like maps and you're like, oh, I don't have a good Widow player, and it's like 3 Widow maps, you can be like, random. New attack and defense icons have been added to map cards for hybrid and escort, allowing players in quick play to know which side they'll play if this map wins. In competitive play, these just let players know which side they'll play first. At least 2 different game modes will now be offered across 3 visible maps. That's nice. So you can't have all Flashpoint. Nice. When you vote for a map that loses, the map will be offered to you sooner in future map votes. Okay, that's nice. When no one votes for a map that loses, the map will be offered as soon in future map votes to anyone in this match. Alright, that's nice. Alright, hero updates. Several hero ergs have been oh yes, they did mention this. In one of the older patch notes, they mentioned that Reaper's dire triggers are going to be part of his base kit now. Mercy's flash heal, and Pharah's ability to move. If you want to watch a video explaining that, just watch Flats, the GOAT, for real. Alright, here we go. Roster update. Sierra has been added to damage roster. Console aim. Okay, this is mine. Hit scan auto strength reduced by 4% to more closely match its pre-season 20 values. I did play when Vendetta was added, and I frankly did better. This change does not affect legacy. Oh no, I'm on legacy strength now. Since the aim assist rework in 20, hitscan heroes tend to outperform other roles on console. This adjustment reduces the strength of hitscan aim assist to better align with its pre-season 20 performance. Alright, Recon sub-roll passive vision duration on low health enemies reduced from 5 to 3.5 seconds. Alright, here we go. New... oh no. Hyper Regeneration Minor Perk. This is the one I usually get. Now restores barrier health only when damaging enemy heroes. And in 6v6, his health has gone from 650 to 600. Ramatra. The Vengeful Vortex perk significantly improved the flexibility of Ravenous Vortex, especially when interacting with airborne targets. This function has been added to the base ability with reduced damage. Prolonged Barrier returns as a minor perk option. Void Surge has been buffed and moved to a major perk. Wait a minute. Is this the one? Yes, you could detonate it. Oh my gosh. That's so nice. Okay, so this is the minor perk. Now, Prolonged Barrier, which increases the duration and size by 25%. And then I think Void Surge was. Let me double check. Void. That's the one where it's like Void Surge. Yes, the 6 additional shots. Honestly, I see it. Reinhardt, Shield Slam minor perk. Added a custom setting to allow Shield to be bound with quick melee. Oh, that's funny. It's the Roadhog reworks. Roadhog, Lifeweaver, and Sombra apparently got reworked. That is a lot. With Roadhog's combo becoming more reliable, his overall effectiveness has increased. These changes reduce how frequently the combo can be executed and require a more deliberate use of Chain Hook. Invigorate has also been replaced due to its overlap with the Bruiser Cerebral. So Invigorate was the one where it, like, you pop it and you heal yourself, you move faster. So that's been removed. Okay, Scrap Gun reload time increased from 1.5 to 1.75 seconds, and the cooldown increase of Chain Hooks increased to 6 to 8 seconds. That's not too bad. I was gonna say Hydrogen. Hydrogen Exposure. That's the new major perk. Take a breather now. Here's nearby allies. Perfect. Okay. Hog Healer is now here. That's not too bad. Winton. Adding increased damage to deployables. Wait, adding increased damage to deployables to within Space Kit introduces unique interactions and improves its effectiveness with certain matchups without increasing base weapon power. Okay, 66 health is base health is reduced from 350 to 325. Total health including armor shields reduced from 550 to 525. Tesla Cannon deals 50% increased damage to deployables. Alright, Hammond. Wow, they just took 25 base health. That's it? Okay. Well, some interesting stuff. Honor's damage can feel underpowered relative to the time required to ignite. Oh, look at it. Oh, I don't want to ignite enemies. Increasing phantom damage flames improves. Oh, yeah. While adding healing to. Oh, my goodness. Honoron is going to be maybe raid boss. Minor perk cost reduced by 7%. Okay. They're trying to make Honoron good. Phantom flames from 5 to 6. Okay, they lessen the damage of Inferno Rush. But Dancing Blaze now heals 50 on the first target, 25. Then Hungering Blaze major perk. Increases the heat. Oh gosh. Wait a minute. So you're telling me that Audron can, if you get the major perk Hungering Blaze, if you hit if you hit 2 enemies, you get heal for 100. Wow. Nothing's dying. That's gonna be so fun. Ash. Double-barreled minor perk. Time required to re-trigger Coach Gun increases from 1 to 2 seconds. Alright, I don't play Ash that much, but let's see how Warren feels about that. Bastion, yeah, he needed some nerfs. Minor perk increased by 10%, major perk increased by 6%. The 2 minor perks got nerfed. No longer fully refunds cooldown, now reduces cooldown by 4 seconds. I mean, you can still do the shoot turret. So if you're shooting, you could. By the end of your turret, you throw it out. And if you wait 4 seconds, all of a sudden, bloop, it comes back online. So it isn't too bad. And then I never get this perk. The deterioration reduced from 100 to 50 per second. That's a buff. Echo. No way. Echo can duplicate ally heroes. And focus rush. I don't know what that is. It's a minor perk. Range increase from 4 to 6 meters. Okay, so she's just Loki. Okay, Emery. Siphon Blaster. Added an accessibility option which allows players to hold secondary fire to automatically fire Siphon Blast at a reduced rate. So instead of tapping it, you could just hold it down. Heat Sink. Heat generated from direct hits is reduced from 100 to 60%. Alright. Junkrat. Mind Recycling. Move from major to minor perk. Eliminations with 1. The custom mind restores 1 charge. Okay. Bomb Voyage. Move from major to minor. Attack speed bonus reduced from 35 to 25%. Alright. That's not too bad. Yeah, Drift. And again, Drift Thrusters have been added to Ferris Barrage. Hover Jets, movement speed removed from 40 to 30%. Far can now move, explosion damage reduced from 30 to 25 in her ults. Drift Thrusters has been removed since it's now part of her base kit. They added Concussive Force. Concussive Blast deals up to 50 explosion damage. Is that her regular? I think it is. I don't play fair that much. Alright. Dire Triggers. Cooldown increased from 3 seconds to 6 seconds. And then using an ability or reloading refreshes Dire Triggers cooldown. That's the major part, trigger finger. I don't know if you're gonna ever take that over the able to recall your teleport. Maybe, who knows? The Reaper connoisseurs can figure that out. Oh, hello, soldier. Oh, this is no Sombra rework. Does she need reworks? I have no idea. All right, sprint. Sprint can now reload while sprinting. Reloading while sprinting reduces sprint's movement speed bonus by 50%, diminishing over the duration. Added a custom setting allowing sprint to cancel reload. Auto train sprint removed as a major perk, and now full stride. Sprint's movement speed bonus gradually increases by additional 25% over 2 seconds. Okay, that's crazy. Yes. And the note, allowing Soldier 96 to reload while sprinting introduces the new playstyle opportunities and reinforces identity as a mobile damage dealer. Here we go. This is the Sombra rework. They reduced their major minor perks. Movement speed bonus reduced by 50% while revealed by damage. Okay, so if you get hit, you don't move as fast. And they reduce Tracer, Ult Cost, and Vendetta. Okay, my friend... Oh, I just saw the armor reduced from 100 to 75. That's not a good start. Gadiel plays Vendetta a little bit. And when she had the attack speed and lifesteal, she was kind of okay, and they took that away, and he was really sad to see what they do. They reduce the perk costs. Onslaught passive. Movement speed per stack reduced from 4% to 2%. Overhead swing bonus range reduced from 2 meters to 2.5 meters to 2 meters. They kinda nerfed her. Widowmaker. They reduced her costs. Oh god. Alright, support. Ana. With the removal of the support passive, Ana becomes more dependent on Biotic Grenade for self-healing. Lowering its cooldown. Okay, so 2-second cooldown on the grenade. Bridit or Brig. Survivability can feel low despite needing to operate in close range to be effective. They increase barrier shield health to give her more flexibility and better supports her defensive role. So they increase her shield health, and they kind of little tweak to the combat medic, where instead of a cooldown refunding, oh no, they buffed it, increased from 0.5 to 0.75 seconds. Jetpack Cat, whoa, they nerfed the flight, they nerfed her flight. Acceleration reduced by 11%. Claws out major per cooldown reductions now apply to the claws out cooldown. Juno 66. Cooldown increased from 10 to 12 seconds on her pulsar torpedoes. And movement speed bonus reduced from 50 to 40% for the glide boost. Here's Lifeweaver. Okay. Lifeweaver has struggled to find effectiveness following reductions to survivability and the introduction of in-combat healing reduction. Increasing his overall health output and adding a cleanse to life kit provides him with additional survivability and utility in the base kit. Oh god. Healing Blossom. Maximum healing increased from 80 to 90. Rejuvenating Dash. Healing increased from 45 to 55. It's what Flat said, if you just bump the numbers high enough, they'll be fine. Life Rip now cleanses allies. We have Suzu. Sow the Seed. Cooldown reduced from 14 to 11 seconds. Lucio. Frostfade. 66. Healing reduced from 20 to 18. Accelerando. Major perk change. Gains 15% attack speed while Lucio's speed song is active. Triple during amp up. Sound Rave Rider can no longer be charged before a round begins. That's the boop. That's if you like wall ride, the next boop you do is like extra. Alright, here's Kiri. Kiri's mobility has been reduced to limit her ability to escape from London and require her to play closer to her teammates. Uh-oh. To offset this change, we're increasing the cadence of healing Ofura to support her effectiveness despite the mobility reduction. So they reduced it by 5 meters. And the fire rate increased from 5 to 7 per second. Here's Mizuki. His perk cost increased by a lot. The aura in 6v6. Minimum healing reduced from 5.5 to 4.5, and then 20 to 18 at max. Kakai Sanctuary no longer spawns if Mizuki is eliminated during the cast time. Katishiro Return can now activate return while other animations are active, excluding Kakai Sanctuary's cast animation. Movement speed reduced from 30 to 35 to 30%. Alright, and here's Flash Heal. From Mercy, Flash Heal moves from perk to baseline ability. Cooldown reduced from 15 to 12. Base healing increased from 50 to 60. Healing multiple enemies below 50% reduced from 3 times to 2x. Alright, and then her staff reduced from 60 to 55. Launch speed reduced by 10%. Double dose. Flash Heal gives additional charge, but healing has been reduced by 10. So you go back to regular healing. Wu Yang. Rushing Torrent duration reduced from 4 to 3.5 seconds. Zen's damage amp has been reduced in 6v6 only. Arguably the one that needed it was 5v5, but you know what? Yes, Arctic Peninsula map got reworked. Before and after shots. It looks pretty good. Stadium changes. You got Ramatra added. I don't really play that much Stadium, but that is a lot. Holy cow. Sigma. I have Freya. These are general fixes, and then this was the Underwatch stuff. But overall, kind of confusing on the patch notes. We'll see what happens at mid-season. And I will talk to you guys later.